Oh, but before I forget, I want to introduce you folks to someone really famous sitting right here in our audience. America's greatest aviator and a fellow Oklahoman, Mr. Wiley Post. Stand up, Wiley.
Take off, hey, let's go flying.
Let's go flying, Will.
Anytime, partner. You know, Wiley's the first fellow in history to fly solo around the world, and he did it in just under 8 days. Well, heck, nowadays you can get halfway down the Guadalupe Parkway in that amount of time. Hey, you're doing all right, folks. You might get out of here early tonight. Well, it takes twice as long if you have to explain the jokes. Great seeing you, Wiley. Okay, let's try this now. You know, believe it or not, there's a lot of folks who say this ain't respectable work. My pa having been one of them. But there's nothing wrong with swinging a rope, as long as your neck's not in it. As a kid, I tied some knots, and I learned to make a loop. Spun it horizontal to the ground. Practiced lassoing the fence post and most anything I found. I even roped my sisters when they dared to come around. This pastime was my solitary skill. And people asked, what will become of Will? So I told them, give a man enough rope, give a man enough rope, and he can hang himself or not. That is the choice that he's got. He could wind up hanging down from a tree, or he can spin himself a life. That's what happened to me. Give a man enough rope,
Give a man enough rope.
give a man enough rope.
Give a man enough rope.
You hand two guys a pile of dough. One spends it fast, one saves it slow. You make a choice.
You make a choice.
Up to you what you do.
Up to you what you do.
This act ain't much, but through it I've met kings and queens, and I got to meet you. Everybody spins with a different twist. Some use elbow grease, some just flick their wrist. If you wanna aim for the great big old
Go for broke, just let her go. Never let them see that there's effort there. You may sweat inside to be debonair. If you go for tears or you go for jokes, shrug it off,
it's nothing, folks. Give a man enough rope.
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 It's good to set your sights up high, but don't expect pie in the sky. A guy might rush
I might
for that old pot of gold.
that old pot of gold.
He might not reach the rainbow's end because, my friend, the world is rounder, so we are told.
Or so we are told. A guy could choose to run a bank. Another lives to till the soil, or practice law or violin,
Or maybe sell banana oil.
banana oil. One builds a barn, one writes a song. One digs a ditch, one teaches school.
But from the day I came along, I've always been a roping fool.
He's just a roping fool. I see you.
Hey! Try this.
Come on, Will, give us something we can do.
All right. Give a man enough rope. Give a man enough rope, and he can get all tangled in the figure eights he tried to spin. But I've had luck,
Whoa.
and my ropes made me free. I spun my fancy figures, wrote my columns, made my speeches, loved my horses, loved my family. It's my lovely life. That's what happened to
Spun his figures, wrote his columns, made his speeches, loved his voices, loved his family, from a lovely life. Give a man enough rope.
Thank you.